from an undisclosed location somewhere in the Northern Hemisphere. It's everything Wall Street doesn't want you to know, everything the financial media won't tell you, everything mutual fund managers are hiding from you. This is the voice of the underground, the Wall Street Underground.
There's a man who leads a life of danger. To everyone he meets, he stays a stranger.
What are all the mutual fund promises about this bold new future? How come Wall Streeters aren't running for their lives and mutual fund hucksters? Why is no one talking about the $8 trillion they've wiped out?
Secret Asian man, secret Asian man, they're giving you a number and digging where your name.
Now, here's the voice of the underground, Maverick International financial analyst, Nick Guarino.
Hello. Welcome to Radio Free Wall Street. How are you? I'm great. I hope you're doing well. It's 5 o'clock New York time, and we're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects. No, not Donald Trump. We're going to talk about scumbag bankers. Scumbags are us. The bankers are going to wipe you out again. They've wiped us out time and time again. Bailouts are for bankers. And this time we got two banker stories. One is Wells Fargo. That's the criminal conspiracy bank that has screwed its customers out of a fortune. Criminal activity at the top level of the institution. They're paying a $1 billion fine for all kinds of shenanigans, like charging people for charge cards they didn't want, need, or ever got. Auto loans on some people who didn't have auto loans. And all kinds of trick shit committed through 2,500 branch offices from one end of the country to the other. And managers didn't know anything about it. Oh, my God. Talk about three blind mice. The fact that these pricks are not put up against a brick wall and shot is a travesty of justice. But they will have their day. Wells Fargo now has another problem just by $1 billion. A $1 billion fine. Let me write a check. Oh, yeah. We don't admit or any wrongdoing. Of course, we can do anything. We're just paying the money because who loves you, baby? Yeah, we love you, and we want to write the government a check. And, here, we know they need the money. But we didn't do anything bad. There might have been a couple rogue office managers, but we didn't know. No. Let me tell you, Wells Fargo is a bank that's so chock full of shit that when they wipe out, they will be buried so deep that they'll come out in China on the other side. They are full of bad automobile loans and hiding the shit out of it. They are full of credit card paper that will never be paid back. They are the largest originators of mortgages in America, and they got a portfolio of scumbag, dirt broke, unpar, subpar, below par. It's so far below par that it's almost going to be the top of the stack. It's going all the way it's like it's going around the earth from east to west. You start going round and round and round. Well, holy shit. This is the piece of shit scumbag bank of the wall in the United States. This is the ones give us the biggest wipe. What business are they in? Student loans wiping out. Credit card debt with subcard, D-card, no credit, recredit, decredit. Just send us your proof that you have a living body here. I don't even go that far. Automobile loans? Do you have a driver's license? And it's been expired within the last 20 years? You got a car loan. And how do you get a mortgage? Well, you go through one of our refi companies, and, of course, we have a lot of regulations. But if you go through that Sandwich D company, DDD, Wuboopa, they are a mortgage loan company, not a bank. And they go, around there, and they give us the loans, and we end up with a piece of shit. And you have the mortgage that you're not going to pay, and you walk out in the house when the value drops. That's Wells Fargo. So Wells Fargo is going to give us another Lehman moment. I cannot wait. Oh, my God. Now, remember, when they go broke, I really appreciate you do me a favor and pick up one of them stagecoaches there, And, no, it's not the Indians chasing them anymore. It's federal officials. It's the people they've loaned money to. Oh, my God, clients of theirs. So now, here's what they did. Want to hear the latest scumbag, piece of shit, dirty rat shit trick? Well, basically what happened is people had low-cost 401k plans. It was a matching situation. It basically had no fees in them. Well, they got to roll them into the piece of shit redefined accounts at the bank, which is chock full of shit, crap, loan pavers, dirty deals. Oh, my God. Bonds that we never paid back, triple shit, junk rated crap. That's what they did. And basically they pressed account holders to buy in-house funds. In-house funds, by the way, that paid a lesser return, were less secure, and a bigger piece of shit. Oh, how nice. Manager go, oh, they did that? Oh, I didn't know. Really? See, what they do is, listen what they do. They have a database, these banks, and their department trolls it. They know what you bought. Who knows more information about you than your bank? I mean, they know what loans you owe. You gave them a credit card authorization. You gave them credit score information and credit files. Let me tell you, once they crack your credit file, they know how often you shit and whether you scrub those brown marks out of the toilet or not. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Go back in there and use that brush. That's Wells Fargo. They know everything about you. Car you drive, miles you put on, where you buy the gas. They know what brand of deodorant you use. They know whether or not you wear underwear or not. That's how far they go, okay? So, and whether it's boxer shorts or jockeys or Speedos, okay? So that's Wells Fargo. Now, they've taken that data and they mine it with sophisticated programs, and then they have their sales team, they cut them loose and go, okay, boys, rip them a new asshole, and they put you into dog shit crap, defined 401k. You know what define means? It's defined, here's the definition. Wells Fargo 401k, when the shit hits the fan, will be worthless. See, that's worth, not less, worth nothing. Not worthless, worth nothing. Got it? Okay. Wells Fargo, if I'm full of shit, sue me, you pieces of shit. Bring it on, assholes! Bring it on! Come on! Do it! Come on! Oh, Wells Fargo, we need to cease and desist. He's saying badly. Wells Fargo's a piece of shit. I believe they're hiring massive losses in credit cards. I believe they're hiring massive low, subpar, below par loans in automobiles. I believe they're pieces of shit, cheating, lying, screwing their customers. Okay? And I think they're all criminals and should be, jail's too good for them. I think they should be shot at dawn and not even given a proper breakfast. As far as a burial, leave them in a pile and let the rats eat them. Now, speaking of dog shit, piece of shit, going broke banks, I got another one. Deutsche Bank. Now, that's the German answer to the Wells Fargo. Now, Deutsche Bank decided they wanted to be a big boy. I mean, they wanted to have a great big foot, and a swinging foot, by the way, and they were going to go ahead and they said, you know what? We're going to become big boys. We're going to go involved in investment banking. And they tried to hire some investment bankers, some of the loser boozers, drug users that got thrown out of the banks, by the way. In fact, I know some guys that got over there. It's like, you hired that idiot? Shit. Anyway, Wells Fargo had a big derivative book. They had a lot of capital back against it, okay? Then all of a sudden, the money that was for the capital just kind of started disappearing, and Wells Fargo has gone deeper and deeper into the shit. They posted a 79% fall from last year's profits down 79%. Why don't you just round it up and call it 80%, okay? And it's going to significantly reduce its workforce in 2018 in the corporate and investment banking. Oh, no, not the investment bankers. Oh, shit. Whole other group of them. Well, listen, they don't, listen, I guess when you fire those German investment bankers, they don't go 10 bar like in America. Yeah, they go to, like, Oktoberfest, and they put on those knee socks and shit with those mugs and start delivering the beer to your table. So anyway, if you want to meet a former Deutsche Bank investment banker, I think you can find them at Oktoberfest. And they are absolutely a piece of shit. They absolutely are hiding massive losses in the derivatives books. Absolutely, positively, the capital protect those loans are gone. And revenues fell for the quarter 5%. Corporate investment bank revenues fell 13% year on year. Well, baby, revenues for all businesses were lower year on year. Asset management revenue down 10%. Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh. Common equity tier 1 capital ratio was 13.4%. Yeah, who believes that bullshit? Yeah, we got no bad loans here. Don't look at those books. Yeah. Oh, yeah, so we got another Lehman moment. We got a double Lehman, okay? These are huge institutions. By the way, Wells Fargo one time was one of the biggest banks in the world, biggest retail bank still, I believe. Deutsche Bank, the biggest bank in Europe, okay? Look, you got the two of the biggest scumbag, pieces of shit, greasy, sleazy bankers, okay? And they're going, don't look here, we're doing fine. Yeah, right. Let's see, they've had like, 6 managers? Let's see, let me see if I can remember this. I think it's 6. 4. I'm reading. The new guy's the 4th chief executive in 6 years. Not even 2 years each. Sounds like the Italian president. You know, it's like, what the hell's going on here? I'm getting out of here, buddy. And I'm telling you that they are going to wipe out like you've never seen before. So I just want to let you know that, do you remember the 2007, 8, 9 wipeout? Oh, you don't remember because you got amnesia? Oh, you forgot it on purpose because it was so freaking bad? Well, here's your chance to relive it all over again. Scumbag banks going broke. By the way, these big guys, Wells Fargo and Deutsche Bank, there's not enough money to bail them out. When they go down, they're going to stay down. Oh, my God, it's going to be so beautiful. I love to see scumbag bankers go broke, okay? The bigger they are, I just love them. Now, this time, I got a little, listen, Mr. Wells Fargo, Mr. Banker buddy over there, little pinstripe pricks up in the boardroom. Hello, you listening? You're going to jail this time. Mm-hmm. And Big Bubba says his mama lost her little condominium for you guys, and can you imagine the people that they're going to run across in the federal institutions that are pissed off at Wells Fargo? Oh, my God. There's a special sweet spot for those guys, okay? And they are full of shit. They are sleazy, lying, conniving, rule-changing, every dirty banking trick in the book, including charging excessive fees, charging fees for service not rendered, lying, cheating, mortgage fraud, banking fraud, credit card fraud. You talk about money laundering? They ought to just pull up the buses and line them up in a row and just kind of take them all to the headquarters and bring them all down to the jailhouse. Unbelievable that a bank like Wells Fargo, with the crimes it has pulled, is still in business. It's incredible to me how those somebody's got away with that. I mean, it's like unbelievable. Oh, my God. They ought to go down there and pick up Bernie Madoff and apologize. Say, Bernie, we're sorry. We thought you were the bad guy, the fraudster, but no, we got somebody better than you. We got our friends at Wells Fargo. Oh, my God. Look, they admitted doing that shit. It's not like I'm speculating, well, it's alleged that Wells Fargo cheated. Bullshit, not alleged. They freaking raped their customers, rode them hard, rode them wet, rode them hard, rode them dry, put them away wet, that kind of shit. Oh, my God. The crimes they committed, beyond comprehension. And you know what? They're still doing it. There is not a month that goes by that there's not a scandal revealed at Wells piece of shit Fargo. I am just amazed they're still operating. So when they tell you about this new age of banking reform and how these guys have turned over a new leaf and they're not going to lie, cheat, steal scumbags anymore, just barf in your beer because it's not true. And I'm telling you, Wells Fargo is doing the case. Let's connect the dots. Biggest scumbag, lying, cheating bank. Now, wait a minute. There's a big contest. It's hard to win the biggest piece of shit lying banker in the world award. I mean, that is something. You got to work at that day and night. You got to put people on it 24/7. And they did. Now, think about it. Everything a banker do, overcharging accounts, overcharging wiring fees, overdraft fees up the wall, every sleazy, shitty, scumbag, cheating, lying, thieving trick a banker they committed. They paid $1 billion. That's that B. That's that, like those two bumps. Okay, so you got $1 billion in fines, which they gladly paid. $1 billion. So if they paid $1 billion in fines, okay, but they're tax deductible. Yeah, I know. Now, no one was charged. No one went to jail. Okay, you got $1 billion in fines for frauds committed against your customers. That includes fraudulently forging documents and signing their name on the credit card applications, forging documents that they requested banking service they didn't need, want, use, or never received. Putting insurance policies that they didn't want, okay, and nobody goes to jail? How is that possible? How do these pieces of shit get away with it? I mean, be there to get that kid that, robbed that 7-Eleven store for $75 and let him go and apologize to him. Okay, banker scumbags are going to destroy the economy. Banker scumbags, including the stock market banker scumbags, never mind the retail banker scumbags, and the international scumbags are all in a conspiracy. You want to talk about a deep state conspiracy? Screw that Donald Trump, Hillary. Those people didn't do shit. Donald Trump library got I got a $300,000 speaking fee. That ain't shit. These bankers get up in the morning and stole that before they even had their morning coffee. Okay, so you want to talk about, she had secret documents on the server. So shit. I mean, really get real here. The real crimes are these banker buddies. Crimes against humanity? Oh, my God. Remember, Wells Fargo, through the various divisions, is the largest originator of loans. We're about to have the largest mortgage loans, largest originator of mortgage loans yet. I believe they're one of the largest originators of credit card. I know they're a low-rated card. They're big in that business. I think they're biggest in that. One of the largest holders among the banks is student loan debts. The largest retail scumbag banking company in the world. And they paid $1 billion in fines for scumbag activity. Now, after that $1 billion for the other one, we got the new crime here. I love this one. It is unbelievable. See, let me tell you. It's easy pickings. Baby boomers are under a lot of pressure, okay? Got to retire. Got to have money, okay? And they get the mortgage calculator and go, oh, my God. You need at least $2.5 million. You want to maintain your lifestyle. So you only have $200,000? Well, I'll tell you what. Have you ever heard of the power of compound interest? Oh, you have. Well, we get this high-yield debt. We compound in our funds. And through the magic of compounding, we turn this junk bond shit sure to wipe out paper, and you'll be reaching your retirement goal. And we at Wells Fargo, we don't do this for we love you. Who loves you, baby? So Wells Fargo loves you. And they're going to let you get out of your 401k and get into the individual requirement account when there's a directed one. And, they forced the account holders to buy in. Oh, my God. Do you think they cheated those people? No. Not this banker. Those were some rogue managers in a couple branch offices. They found 2,500 rogue managers that were cheating and lying and doing the credit card shit and all those scams. And management didn't know anything about them. No. Now imagine an institution where you got huge scams going on for millions of your clients. And management know about it? Is that even believable? Anybody believe that shit? There wasn't even an investigation. In other words, did management know or not? We didn't know. I don't know. We had known, we would have gotten on our stagecoach and rode over to their houses and stopped them from doing it. There's a long history of that. That's what they wanted people to believe. You sit there and you go, what planet am I on now? Did Elon Musk take me up to Mars with his new two-planet species? Oh, no, it's just Wells Fargo. And then you go, well, okay, let's get the hell out, go to Europe. Then you go, the biggest bank in Europe, okay, ripped by scandal, can't make any money, try to become a big dick investment banker. I mean, we're talking, listen, you wouldn't believe the amount of trading instruments, amount of paper these guys play in. I mean, they were at one time, listen to this, they were at one time the biggest derivative player in the world. They're still among the top three, okay? At one time, let me tell you, a lot of derivatives found their home all the way back on Wells Fargo Deutsche Bank scumbags are us. So what you got is Wells Fargo that screwed up the retail people. Big retail bank. I'm telling you, the crimes that are buried in there will only come out when what happens? Well, you see who's been using the Vaseline. So anyway, it's kind of like grease up the paper, boy. So anyway, Wells Fargo has been committing these horrendous crimes. And that's on retail. Now, okay, that's retail. Now, Deutsche Bank comes along, and they're doing the scumbags are us derivatives on the investment banking side. They got no capital. Can't figure out what's back in that derivative portfolio. They've got no disclosure. By the way, they are so big that a lot of Donald Trump's friends used Deutsche Bank to circulate. Circulate the money through. Yeah. Circulating, put a little soap in, close the door. Oh, why is a laundromat? No, scrub-a-dub-dub. Yeah. So you got Wells Fargo in there, and you got, it's a very German institution. And very much in control, if you know what I mean. Very much in huge. By the way, you can't figure out their model. Like I said, I've been analyzing their sheets for a number of years, and I guess it was probably about 4 years ago. There was a pretty good sum of money, not near enough capital, but it was capital set aside on the derivatives. And all of a sudden, the column completely delivered all the sheet. Go, excuse me, where'd this go? Oh, don't bother me, boy. No, where's the capital? Well, see, it's got integrated into more complicated things you don't understand. No, I understand complicated. Where the hell's the freaking money? Click goes the telephone. Oh, shit. Not again. So I've been waiting here going, I can't wait to... I know. We could have Wells Fargo and Deutsche Bank go broke together. Yay! Because what's going to happen when Wells Fargo goes broke and those loan originations that are scumbags, pieces of shit are us, and that credit card debt, and huge amounts of automobile paper, and now they're screwing people on their retirement accounts. I guess they haven't missed much. Let's see. They got your audio. They got you on overdraft fees. They got you on insurance you didn't need. They got you on mortgage originations. They got you on student loans. Shit. I don't know if they missed very much at all. They're really pretty thorough, right? Man, I'm telling you. What the banks are doing is with incredible... Now, you get involved with Facebook and their dirty dealings on information that, people. Shit. You get these financial institutions. See, once they lock the key of the credit card report and you sign that long document, you ever read the goddamn thing? They can absolutely crawl up your asshole with a stethoscope. I'm big on that thing. By the way, speaking of asshole doctors, I mean, remember Donald Trump had I can't help myself. I'm sorry, I told you I was going to talk about Donald. Remember that doctor that said Donald Trump had a cognition test and it proved that he wasn't, how brilliant he was? Remember that doctor did it? Donald Trump said, whew. That kind of ended. Remember he was talking about how he's a mutton head and, because he's too old to be president and his brain's soft and all that. Well, this doctor certified it was indeed this beautiful thing. And Donald Trump, boy, that was an amazing press conference. Thank you. What job do you want? Hey, I know. So he just completely unqualified. Not vetted. His staff didn't know it. And, I digress. And anyway, that guy, I imagine that if you're poking in the president's privates, there's a certain bond. Did you see the joy gel and bonding between that little gay-looking guy from France? I mean, nothing wrong with a gay guy, don't get me wrong. But I think Donald Trump should come out of the closet because they were rubbing each other and handshaking and hand-holding. And, I mean, he was picking the lint off his jacket. I mean, it was like, maybe he needs would you like a back massage, Mr. French guy? I don't know what was going on there, but, I like to see an ACDC, LTGB, lettuce, bacon, tomato community coming out of the closet in the White House. And maybe Donald had that yellow rain could maybe change a man, you know what I'm saying? And, I mean, he's always talking about people's little feet and little hands and stuff. So, you got to wonder, could we have our first gay sitting president? How cool is that? Donald, that is great, buddy. So anyway, the doctors that were poking and choking and doing all that stuff, well, it turns out he's not going to be head of the Veterans Administration. Ah, shucks. I hate when that happens. But now let's get back to scumbag bankers. I really like scumbag bankers. You know what I love about those bankers? I love those pompous pricks, and when they go broke, I get their shit for pennies on the dollars. Do you know how much shit I've bought from dead broke banks? Oh, my God. I even bought a jet plane for one of them. Yes, sir, Bob. It was really a happy day. Oh, is this a banker plane? Oh, they went broke, huh? Well, come on down. And property here and property there. I'll tell you a banker story. Had a banker buddy of mine call me from Arkansas when I was in Houston, Texas. Arkansas banks were really big at loaning a lot of money. They were paying the highest interest in the world. And he goes, will you go to this address here and look at this building? We might have it for sale if you're interested. I said, sure. So I go to the address. There's no building there. There's a lot with a fence around it, and I called the banker buddy. I go, banker buddy, there is no building there. He goes, yeah. It's 25 stories tall. We used to call it the Smurf building. Anyway, that's another story. I go, no, there's no big 100-unit condominium there. There's nothing there. No, you probably got the wrong address. I said, well, what's the address? He goes, no, I got the right address. He goes, no, it can't be because we have the certified engineers on the foundation, and then we got the inspector on the walls going up. And this guy had loaned millions on 4 pieces of property in the Houston area, but only one of them was built. And then one of them was partially built. And when they took the inspectors around, here, I'll drive you, no problem. They drove to the wrong building. Anyway, Clyde, buddy. He flew down, and I met him at the airport and took him there. He goes, what? There's no building? What? You should have seen him shitting and stammering. So that's my recollection of my banker buddies, okay? It's like, yeah, how do you lose a 25-story building? It's like, I know I put it here somewhere. Where is that thing? Well, wait till you see what's going to go on this time with Wells Fargo and the. Oh, I know we've got a W-2. I'm sure we got his income tax form. It's here somewhere. Let me look in these boxes and. Well, I know there was a car. I know we loaned money on a car. It's like, you wait and see this shit's going. And with the derivatives at Deutsche Bank, oh my God. Oh, well, we have a counterparty. Well, there's no counterparty. No, we got a counterparty that's going to stand the liability. No. You're the counterparty through one of your shell corporations. No, that's not possible. I'm telling you, this is going to be the biggest wiping out of banks ever. Individuals, holy shit. The wipeout of the common man will be like nothing ever seen before. But these banker buddies, they have pushed things to new level. Remember, all the derivative losses and all the bad paper and all the... We're going to deleverage. You see, if you loan us trillions of dollars, what we're going to do is we're going to get that money and we're going to loan it so Betty and Dorothy and Hugo and Wally can stay in their house because we're going to remodify their loans. We're going to lower their payment. In fact, we're going to lower them out due. I haven't met the person yet. Excuse me, if you got a bank that... I don't mean refinance. I mean, you got a bank that said we're going to just forgive the debt and lower the payment and lower the principal amount due. Please step forward. I've heard that shit. Well, they did that for me when I bought the big pile of loans from our federal government agency, and I'm so glad we had our own bank. Mommy, I'm a banker now, big time out here in California. Oh, Mommy, come see me. Well, that went on. And, Hannity, you borrowed $100 billion from HUD. And the HUD guy appeared on your show. And you used Cohen, the Trump mob attorney, and he was your attorney because he testified in court of law under oath that he represented you, but he didn't pay you any money. Oh, you compensated the president by spinning on the TV show. That'll turn out really well. As you can see, cronyism is alive and well. Scumbags are still with us. The banks are still pulling that same bullshit. And, by the way, they're still paying fines that are tax deductible for the screwing of the public. Imagine, $1 billion in fines. It's like, there wasn't anybody that anything that was criminal in that? How the hell is that possible? I mean, shit. I think we ought to release all the kids that robbed 7-Elevens, as long as they didn't kill anybody or hurt anybody, and let them go. Really. Or better yet, they can go to Wells Fargo with the other scumbag thieves and get a job. I like that. Now, Deutsche Bank, they're going broke. So let's see, number 5, that guy should be gone another year. Absolutely, the balance sheets of these institutions are the biggest works of fiction ever. And this latest little caper, 401k, let me tell you, the 401k plans through places of work normally have a matching situation, okay? So it's a pretty good deal for the people. Wells Fargo goes, no. We want you to get out of that one, and we're going to give you a much better IRA, okay? And you can put it right here in our bank. Remember, we of course, we go from the low-cost corporate 401ks into the individual retirement accounts that self-directed. And we'll help you here at the bank. And by the way, you got a car loan and you've been late a couple times a mortgage loan, and we look very favorable upon our I actually know the pitch. We look very favorable upon our loyal customers that work with us a little bit, if you understand what I mean. I knew a guy. Listen to this. Simple working guy, okay? Salt of the earth kind of guy. And his mother died, who was quite a businessman, by the way, business person. And left him, I think it was $100,000, $200,000 net money after the lawyers got through in probate. So he gets the money, puts in, our friendly banker there. Friendly banker goes, well, gee, Bob, that's a lot of money you got there. Well, yeah, I need it for my retirement. You go, Bob, we have special loans for the banks that are these pool loans. And, if you look at your retirement calculator, you're not going to make enough money. So if you get this money and you join our pool loans, then what will happen is you'll make a much better return, and then you'll become a favored customer of the bank. And when you're late on the car payment and all that stuff, and your mortgage, we'll look the other way. So old Bob thinks about it. He doesn't buy one, he buys two. He buys two of these little special loan deals for very special clients. By the time they got done with them, both of those portfolios wiped out entirely. Banker said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Bob. They both wiped out. The loans are foreclosed on, and there is no money for you in it. But I'll tell you what, we're going to do something for you. We're going to make your car loan a no-interest loan, seriously." And this poor working guy has got nothing in his life, and they took the money that should have been the safe, secure savings in the First National Bank, your mattress, or in government securities, and they flushed the toilet on him. And this shit is happening every day all over the country. 401k plan rolling it into more expensive individual retirement accounts at the bank. Oh, no. Examining Wells Fargo Retirement Plan Service Unit pressed account holders to buy in-house funds. Oh, did they do that? You know what I bet you? I mean, there's a couple rogue people, a couple of branch offices, because I'm sure managers didn't know anything about it all. No. We would have never approved this contact, Your Honor. No, we didn't know anything about it. We're Wells Fargo. And we go back to the days of the stagecoach, sir. We have our long pride of our honesty and integrity. Oh, shit. You talk about the biggest bunch of scumbags ever. Oh, my God. Biggest retail bank in the world, okay? By the way, before they took some of the capital hits, they were the biggest bank, period. So now we got the biggest retail bank in the world, scandal. And we got my friends Deutsche Bank, the biggest bank in Europe. Oh, my God. Wait till you see the wipeout these shitheads are going to give you. I'm telling you, it's all another Lehman moment. Stock market loses 80% of its value. We're going into recession. 10-year yields are in the government safe, secure, guaranteed treasuries there 3%, out yielding the stock market. Holy shit, Batman. I think there's going to be an awful, oh my God, a wipeout.
From an undisclosed location somewhere in the Northern Hemisphere, it's everything Wall Street doesn't want you to know, everything the financial media won't tell you, everything mutual fund managers are hiding from you. This is the voice of the underground, the Wall Street Underground.
There's a man who leads a life of danger. To everyone he meets, he stays a stranger.
What are all the mutual fund promises about this bold new future? How come Wall Streeters aren't running for their lives and mutual fund hucksters? Why is no one talking about the $8 trillion they wiped out?
Secret. Hey.